Hey everybody, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for my media journal video. I'm going to be recapping March media. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. What's up everybody, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Today I am really excited because I've never shared this type of content where I will be doing a recap for all of the media I consumed in the month of March. I am using this Create with Pen Inkjet notebook. It is an an A5 size notebook. I absolutely love it. I won it in a giveaway and I'm so glad I did because the Tomoe River paper has changed my planning game and my journaling game. So at the end of February, I created a little recap page in my journal, and I did that just for me to try and see how I wanted to make this journal work for me, since this is the first year I'm ever doing something like that, and I loved it. So I want to do one for March. I did consume quite a bit of media, despite how many hats I wear and how many things I have going on in life. What you just saw me doing was picking out some Tombow markers that match the stickers that I want to use for this recap page. So I have like that oak color, and then I took a light green color, a light pink color. I will have to try to look up those numbers. I should have saved them before I put them away, but let me try to remember them. You can see what I'm doing. I don't need to narrate for you word by word. So the colors are peach, which is 020. The one I just used, I believe, is cappuccino. Sorry, you can hear me flipping through the back of my media journal to look at the colors. Yes, that's cappuccino 942. And then the light pink color is carnation 761. And then that sage green color is, I believe that's asparagus, which is 192. So those are the, yeah, you can see right there at the top of the screen, it says 192. So I am by no means a lettering expert, but I like to practice and I love to use Tombow dual brush pens. So, I lettered March recap at the top because I did it in February, so I'll probably, just to keep it consistent, do that every month. Then I'm using stickers from According to Allie, her Patreon. She releases 3 exclusive sticker sheets per month that we get to vote on and to have input with, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's $15 a month for 3 exclusive sticker sheets. So I had these from last year, I think, and they are bookish spring stickers. And I love the colors. I love the aesthetic. So I thought it would be perfect to use for my March recap pages. And then I also pulled some of her Krafty Washi and Krafty Boxes, which are available in her shop. So I will link According to Allie's shop below in case you want to check it out. In fact, it's always in my description box, and my code is Jen10 if you want to save on anything from her shop. I should mention she does have some sticker albums on sale right now, and those are the way I store all of my small shop stickers, and I probably should order another one. Anyway, the stamps I'm using are a mixture. You can see I have Everyday Explorers over there. I also have this small 3x4 stamp that's got, I'm going to use the My Favorite caption from, and that is from Paper Person Shop. Then I also have, no, is it Paper Person Shop? I think it is. And then I have the frames, which are from Allie Edwards. So I'm just going to use these frames to stamp out my stats. I just want to keep track of how many books I read in the month, how many shows / movies I watched in a month. And then I also put at the bottom and towards the end of this video, I put a third stamp, which I wish I had thought of before I started creating the spread, but you know, I'm learning as I go, of 2 of the podcasts that I listened to back in the beginning of the month. These smaller frames are just going to be a space for me to break down the individual types of media. So 7 total books read, but 4 of them were audio and 3 of them were hardcover books. And I keep referencing my key at the beginning of 2024, which tells me what stamp icons I use to notate which type of media. So, you know, if it was a book, which stamp did I use? If it was an audio, which stamp? So you can see I'm pulling out the headphones there, and then the little books. And then for the movies and the TV series icon stamps, I will go back and reference that page at the beginning of 2024. So all I did was create a little swatch of color and then stamped books I read this month and watched this month underneath those frames. I outline March recap and the numbers in a 02 size micron marker or pen. I realized that I totally forgot to outline the 2 for the podcast at the very end, so I'm actually going to do that right now while I'm doing my voiceover. What else? The stickers are kind of just for, well, not kind of, they are for decoration, but I love the theme. I think it's perfect for these pages, and I'm so glad that I didn't use them in my planner because they're just perfect for my media journal. I included a couple of quotes. The one at the top says, "She reads books as one would breathe air to live." And then at the very end, I end up using the one that says, "Some books you read, some books you enjoy, some books swallow you up, heart and soul." So I thought that was really perfect, and I love the typewritten font. So now I've done my outline around all of the Tombow lettering and the numbers, and I'm just playing with the stickers and seeing what I want to add where. So where there's like blank spaces, I want to fill those in a little bit. I created 2 little flower, like, I don't know, headers at the end of the March recap title. And I wanted to bring some pink up to the top of the page, so that was kind of my way of doing that. I added the sleeping kitty cat curled up on the right because that made great use of that negative space there. And then I added the library cards and the floral on the left underneath where it says March, but I don't love 2 of the same shade of that like cream color together, so I will switch that out at the end. Right now I'm just flipping back and forth to see the titles of each of the types of media that I consume so I can write them correctly in each of those little tiny frames that I had stamped and colored in. There was no rhyme or reason to like why I chose to color some frames green and some frames pink. It was literally just me making sure that I was using both of those colors of Tombow markers, in case you were wondering. And since you didn't ask, using my Zig Clean Color Dot marker in oatmeal and making super tiny little dots so it notates that each one of those is a separate title. You can't really see it on camera, but in person it shows up much better. Then I'm just going to use one of these little crafty boxes to put my favorite book for the month. And I wanted to bring in some more of those crafty squares, but I just didn't get an opportunity to. So hopefully I'll use them in something else. I'm sure I will, but I wanted to use more of them on these pages, and it was sort of an afterthought, unfortunately. But that's all right. I still love the way it looks, and it ties in that washi piece at the top. So there I am realizing, oh, I need to make a third frame for the 2 podcasts that I listen to. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I don't write the titles of them or anything, but I just want to be able to reference and look back and go, oh, right, okay, I also, in addition to these other forms of media, listened to 2 podcasts in March. So that's what that little icon is there to the right. It stands for podcasts. I don't have a Kindle. I think that's probably what that's supposed to be for. So for now, I'm just using it as a podcast icon. And then because I don't have a stamp that says list like podcasts, I just hand lettered it with my Sharpie pen. The Sharpie pen is also what I'm going to use to write the title of my favorite book, which I just flipped back to check and make sure that I spell it right, was Did You Hear About Kitty Carr? And then I'm looking for the author's name, which is Crystal Smith Paul. And if you have questions about why it was my favorite book, feel free to DM me on Instagram or comment below. I just don't want to spoil anything for anyone. And then the last things that I'm going to do for these pages is just decorate with stickers, of course. So I'm going to put a cluster of books on the right, and then I realized that I want some washi to ground it. Since I don't know if you noticed in the beginning of the video, but I sliced it in half with my X-Acto knife. It was a thicker piece of faux washi, and I trimmed it down lengthwise so that I could get double the use out of it. And so I just cut up a little piece, use that sort of as like a shelf, if you will, or like a grounding element to add the book, the floral, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom left. And then I'm also going to just move, like do my little sticker shuffle where I decide to move them around as I go. And honestly, they peel up really easily on this Tomoe River paper, in case you were wondering. So it wasn't a problem that I did a little bit of sticker shuffling. You can see, you know, that set of library cards had been there since the beginning of the video, and it was no problem to peel up and put down at the bottom of the page instead. And then I'm going to add the Secret Garden book at the top. I like the addition of the green, the quote, and that's basically it. So thank you for being here for this video. I hope you enjoyed my March recap. I probably will share this process here on my YouTube channel each month. Make sure you give this video a like if you did and subscribe if you're not. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, friends, and remember that you are enough. Bye.